I would like to know your name.
My name is Julia.
Okay, your age.
I'm 38 years old.
What's your profession?
I'm a teacher for special education,
Okay. And your native country.
Germany.
So I would like to know how this change occurred. How English helped in your life too. How you learned English.
I learned English at school. Like when I was 10 years old, I started to learn it for 9 years. And since then, I'm speaking English.
So how you came to the ship and
It was a
everything?
long story. It took me 13 years to come here. But I really like it here.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
longer story.
Cool. And I would like to know some curiosities about your country. Do you know one?
We are very, very orderly. So if you go in a shop and you take a book, you put it back to the same place. You don't put it somewhere where it's just randomly put there.
Yeah, I got it. So that's it. Thank you so much, Julia.
Thank you.
You helped a lot. Thank you. I would like to know your name,
Okay.
your age, and your profession.
Okay. Alrighty. So my name is Ufrj. I am 21 years old. In like 15 days, I'll be 22, and I am a graphic designer.
Oh, cool. I work with that.
So cool.
Yeah. So I would like to know your native country.
Yeah. So I'm from the United States, and if you know, in the United States, it's the state of Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, up north of Canada.
Okay. So I like to know your experience here in the ship. Like how English helped you to communicate with other people from other countries.
Wow. Okay. So, because English is my native tongue, that's just what I speak every day. It's really cool to be able to work with people on the ship who it's not their native tongue, and then they're learning how to speak English, and you get to go through that process with them when they finally get it, or they're feeling more confident, and they're just like, yes, I'm getting English down. So that it's really cool to be able to watch that happen.
So you feel really happy to see your native tongue being universal.
Yeah, being universal, and that people are able to learn it, even though sometimes it's really hard. I feel bad, but for the most part, it's like they're conquering it. And they inspire me because I only speak English, maybe a little Spanish. But it's like, oh my word, you guys that are learning 2 languages, it's like amazing what your brain can do.
So I like now to know a curiosity of your country. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because the United States is so big.
Yeah.
What I've been finding as we've been traveling around South America is that everywhere we go, it's like this little piece reminds me of home, or this little piece reminds me of home. But there's only really been one place that I've gone that I don't feel like I'm in America at all. And it was in Chile, up north in Antofagasta, where it's all desert and wide open. It's like, oh my word, I don't feel like I'm at home right now. But I've really enjoyed the difference of Brazil, where everybody is so friendly and talkative. And I feel more like at home in that sense, because it fits my personality.
Yeah, because you feel like home because we make you feel like home,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Oh my word,
I
so
got
quickly.
It. That's it. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Wow! Oh my
That's
god!
really quick.
Aw, so
Yeah.
cool. That was so much fun. Thank
you liked
so,
it?
Yeah, that was so much fun.
I'm happy they like it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you
helped.
guys.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you.
Oh my word! You're so welcome, Janata.
So first, I would like to know your name, your age, and your profession.
I am Carlos Baptista, 26 years old. And my profession is physical educator, professor, and royal estate agent.
So I would like to know your experience with English, how you learned it, and how it helped you communicate with others.
Well, that is funny, the way I did learn that, because when I got 13 years, I made a 3-month course, and an English course, and after that I discontinued it and moved for another home. So I got that in signings, video games, a lot of Tony Hawks and music, and after that when I was 17, I started training with the people, with immigrant Americans. They get go over my church and get fluency in English after that.
So, oh yeah, how English helped you communicate with others?
Well, in the part of study and research, I did have many things I could do only by doing English, because have many texts, many data, many medias only you can access by doing with English. Not we don't have many Portuguese scientific data for research, so the English opened the doors and opened other ways of think and be.
How did it help you to connect with people of other countries?
Well, I started with just the English as a language. After I did using the memes of internet, I got to know the humor of English. To me, when you are advanced in a language, you understand the jokes of that language. Yeah. So I got it a long time doing that things, and I can be friends with people all around the world because of that. So it's fun. It's cool.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys, and you're welcome. You're welcome.